Morning gathered by the willow, fresh flowers reached toward the sun. I was quietly tending memories when a little girl came on. Tiny feet beside the old bench, gentle eyes upon the names. She looked up without pretending, softly asked if I felt the same. Some questions don't need many answers, only someone willing to stay. So I sat beside her silence and let our hearts find words. Grief is love with nowhere to go, still searching for a home. It doesn't leave us empty, it teaches us we're never alone. Every memory keeps beating, every tear becomes a stream. Love keeps quietly becoming part of everything we dream. That's how broken hearts learn to bloom again. She whispered of an older brother taken far too soon away. I told her of the friend I cherished, still beside me every day. She listened like the wind listens, without trying to explain. Sometimes healing grows in moments shared between two kinds of pain. Maybe wisdom sounds the softest from the smallest honest voice, not because it knows the answers, but because it still chooses hope. We'll carry every name forever, not as chains we can't outgrow, but as quiet lights inside us, helping every flower grow. Grief is love with nowhere to go, until it finds another heart, a hand to hold, a story shared, a brand new start. So if someday you're still crying, please remember what is true. Love never asks us to forget, it simply learns a different way to stay with you. Rested quietly in love, one searching for somewhere to go, found another heart to call home. Evening settled through the windows, colors covered every floor. Tiny brushes held big stories no one dared to hide anymore. Little hands drew quiet memories, names they whispered to the sky. Every picture held a heartbeat that refused to say goodbye. Some hearts speak in gentle colors, some find words they cannot say. Every canvas slowly opened another path through pain. Paint the love you still remember, let every color softly shine. The ones we miss are never absent, they still live between the lines. Every small girl painted the heavens, covered gently with the stars. In one corner she kept writing what she'd carried in her heart. My brother is a star now, he watches over me each night. Simple words became forever, glowing softly in the light. Art can hold what words surrender, colors heal what tears cannot. Every child who dared to paint found a piece they thought they'd lost. Maybe heaven isn't distant, maybe love still fills the skies. Maybe every shining starlight carries someone's gentle eyes. Paint the love you still remember, don't be afraid to leave it bright. Every memory shared with others turns another darkness into light. We'll fill these walls with hope forever, we'll leave no heart to grieve alone. Because every life remembered still has a place called home. One little painting, one little sentence, one little star reminded all of us that love still watches over. Every night the gallery grew wonderfully quiet. Children smiled at their own paintings. Stars filled one small canvas, and for a moment everyone looked up at the night sky with hope instead of sorrow. Autumn painted quiet windows, golden leaves across the lane. Morning whispered something different, nothing would stay the same. Hands were trembling in the silence, holding hope I couldn't hide. Two small lines became forever, blooming softly deep inside. I ran through streets that knew our story, past the willow, past the light. Every heartbeat kept repeating, everything will be alright. A new heartbeat begins today. A little miracle found its way. After every lonely season, love has given us another name. Tiny hands we haven't held yet, little eyes we've never seen. Still somehow you've already changed everything inside of me. Welcome home, little dream. You were standing with your canvas, colors resting on your sleeve. When I whispered we're having a baby, you forgot to even breathe. The brush slipped softly to the floorboards. Joy was brighter than the sun. You held me like the whole wide world had suddenly become one. Some blessings don't arrive with thunder, they arrive with quiet tears, turning every painful chapter into something beautifully clear. To the ones still watching over us, thank you for this brand new light. We'll tell our child your stories every single night. A new heart and say, long before you arrived, love was already waiting for you. Autumn leaves danced outside, a paintbrush rested quietly on the wooden floor. You held me close, smiling through joyful tears. And somewhere before we ever heard your first heartbeat, we had already fallen in love. Morning laughter filled the village like the leaves beneath the sky. Every doorstep held a blessing, every face was shining bright. Grandma wrapped me in her heartbeat, holding tears she couldn't hide. Love was dancing through the valley like the autumn countryside. Little one, before we met you, you were already deeply known. Every heart had made a place for you long before you called it home. A whole village waits for you with open hearts and open hands. Before you ever see the sunrise, you've already been so loved. Every smile became a promise, every tear became a prayer. You'll grow surrounded by the kindness people quietly choose to share. Little miracle, you belong to all of us. Hands rested upon tomorrow, still too small for eyes to see. Yet somehow your tiny heartbeat changed the lives of everyone. Someone whispered of your future, someone dreamed the games you'd play. Someone smiled through happy memories of the ones who paved your way. We'll tell you stories every evening of brave hearts who showed us grace, of two bright souls whose endless kindness helped love bloom inside this place. Though you may never meet them, you'll know their gentle light, because every loving lesson still shines through our lives. A whole village waits for you with songs you'll someday learn. You'll find a home in every heartbeat and love at every turn. When you laugh beneath the willow, when you run across the fields, you'll be carrying every blessing this little valley still reveals. Before you open your eyes, the world was already celebrating you. The village laughed together, happy tears quietly fell. Hands reached toward tomorrow, and somewhere beyond the autumn sky, two gentle souls smiled as another beautiful chapter. softly dancing on the floor. Blue walls held a quiet promise of a life we'd waited for. Little clouds above the ceiling, tiny stars began to shine. Every brushstroke whispered gently, one day this room will hold your smile. Patient hands shaped every wooden piece, every nail was placed with care. Love was building something bigger than a simple room to share. A room full of tomorrow, waiting for your little feet. Every dream hangs from the ceiling, every heartbeat feels complete. Before we hear your laughter, before we learn your eyes, we've already built a heaven where your tiny future lies. Our little miracle, we're waiting for you. You wrapped your arms around me slowly, hands resting where our future grew. Every quiet little heartbeat made the whole world feel brand new. A handmade crib beside the window, moon and stars above the bed. Every piece your hands created spoke the words you never said. Home is more than painted colors, more than walls and wooden floors. Home is every faithful promise waiting gently at the door. One day you'll paint your own horizons, one day you'll dream beneath the sky, and we'll still be standing near you, cheering every time you fly. Just for you. Every cloud holds gentle wishes, every star says dream them true. We'll fill these walls with bedtime stories, tiny footsteps, songs and light. And every evening before sleeping, we'll kiss your forehead goodnight. Because long before you called us Mom and Dad, you already made this little house feel like home. The stars turn softly above the tiny crib. The evening sunlight touched the blue walls. You held me, I held our future, and together we listen to the smallest miracle growing between our hearts. Spring arrived before the sunrise. Warm light filled our little home. Birds were singing through the windows, but my heart had never known how one morning could feel endless, how one breath could hold a dream. Every heartbeat echoed softly, life was closer than it seemed. Your hand found mine between the silence, even fear began to slow. You looked at me with trembling eyes, but never let me go. Stay with me until morning. Stay with me through every way. Love is stronger than the fear we quietly try to hide away. When tomorrow speaks our names, we'll answer hand in hand, because the smallest miracle already knows our hearts. Stay with me, we're almost there. You tried hard to hide your shaking, smiling through uncertain eyes. Everyone could see your worry, even though you said, I'm fine. I laughed between the growing pain, whispering through every breath, just stay beside me, that's enough. Sometimes courage doesn't look like never feeling fear. Sometimes courage is simply saying, I'm still here. Every promise we have spoken, every dream we've built so far, has quietly been waiting for this beautiful new start. Stay with me until morning. Hold my hand through every tear. Soon another little heartbeat will join the love already here. We'll remember this forever, not for all the fear we knew, but because the hardest moment was softened, standing next to you. And when our child asks where love began, we'll smile and tell them it began with two trembling hands that never let go. Morning light touched the wooden floor. The whole village waited outside the door. You held my hand, I held our future, and together we waited for a miracle to say hello. Morning held its quiet breathing, sunlight reached across the room. Then one little cry broke the silence, like the first flower into bloom. Every fear we carried vanished, every waiting found its end. Life arrived with tiny fingers and taught our hearts to beat again. I held you close against my heartbeat. You fit perfectly somehow. The whole world disappeared around us. There was only us now. Hello, moon rain, you've already changed our lives. One little heartbeat, one little smile, a brand new morning in our eyes. You are tomorrow softly breathing. You are hope we've never known, born from endless love and memories, yet beautifully your own. Hello, little miracle, welcome home. Your father stood beside us crying, smiling through his joyful tears. He whispered gently, she's so beautiful, like he'd waited all these years. Then he softly spoke your name, a promise wrapped in gentle grace. Min Ray, a bridge of love and memory, forever shining in this place. You'll grow up hearing quiet stories of perfect. I kissed your forehead and softly said, hello, man Ray. We've been waiting for you all our lives. Morning sunlight filled the doorway. Soft footsteps crossed the wooden floor. Every smile carried a blessing for the child we'd waited for. Gentle hands reached out with wonder. Carefully they whispered near. Love was written on each face the moment you appeared. Before you learned our voices, before you opened wide your eyes, an entire village already knew you were their brightest surprise. Welcome home in Ray. 1,000 hearts are smiling now. Every dream is gathered here to place a promise on your brow. You'll never walk this road alone. You'll never wonder where you belong, because this little village has been singing you this song since before you were born. Grandma held you close and smiling, seeing pieces of us both. Someone laughed about your future, someone whispered little hopes. Then one quiet little artist walked with stars inside her hands. A tiny drawing full of kindness, more precious than gold could ever stand. One small picture, one little welcome, one child's gentle heart. Sometimes the greatest gifts we give are simple works of art. May you grow with open wonder. May your kindness always shine. May every hand that welcomes you teach your heart to love mankind. You were already in our hearts. So sleep peacefully, little miracle. The world outside your window is waiting to love you. Everyone's favorite song. Midnight settled through the window. Moonlight crossed the nursery floor. Tiny cries filled up the silence like we never heard before. Hours faded into morning, sleep became a distant dream. Still I rocked our little angel, holding everything between. Then your footsteps found the hallway. Half asleep, you called my name. The room felt warmer just because you quietly came. Stay awake with me tonight. We don't have to say a word. Love is written in these moments, only tired hearts have heard. One small yawn, one tiny heartbeat, one little hand holding mine. Some forever starts at weddings, some forever starts at 2 a.m. You whispered, let me stay beside you, even with tomorrow near. I smiled through all the sleepless hours, knowing you were here. Our daughter slowly closed her eyes, dreaming safely in our arms. The whole wide world became so quiet, wrapped inside your calm. One day she'll sleep through every midnight. One day this room will change. The rocking chair will stand in silence, the little toys rearranged. So let's remember every heartbeat, every lullaby we sing, because these ordinary moments become our everything. Stay awake with me tonight. Let's watch the moonlight gently fade. One more memory for tomorrow, one more promise quietly made. When she grows and finds her own dreams, we'll still remember every cry. Not as sleepless nights we struggled through, but as love that filled the sky. Because happiness sometimes arrives with messy hair, heavy eyes, soft lullabies, and two hearts choosing to stay awake together. The house became wonderfully quiet. Our little girl finally smiled in her sleep. You wrapped your arm around us. Outside, the moon watched over the village. Inside, love quietly whispered, I'm staying here. Golden sunlight filled the courtyard. Children laughed beneath the sky. Little footprints waited quietly for their very first goodbye. To crawling into yesterday, to reaching for the floor. Today a tiny heart decided you were ready for much more. Tiny hands reached through the distance, tiny eyes looked straight at me. One deep breath, one brave beginning, one beautiful memory. One little step straight into my arms, one little laugh that healed 1,000 hearts. You stumbled, you smiled, you stood up once again. You fell gently on the green grass, then laughed into the breeze. The world applauded all around you, like the trees were clapping too. Life will place 1,000 pathways waiting underneath your feet. Some will feel a little frightening, some will taste incredibly sweet. When tomorrow asks for courage, remember this sunny day. The first step is never perfect, it only asks you to be brave. One little step toward a world unknown, one little smile that made our hearts your home. Run through every changing season, dream beneath the open sky. We'll still be here beside you every single time you try. Because the strongest people are not the ones who never fall, they're the little hearts who laugh, stand back up and keep walking. You reached for me, the grass caught your fall, the whole village cheered. Your father smiled and whispered, "She's perfect." And I knew every journey always begins with one little step. Evening sunlight touched the canvas, golden colors filled the room. Every careful brush remembered how our little family bloomed. The willow stood behind us, smiling, softly dancing in the breeze. Every painted line was holding pieces of our memories. You stepped back and simply whispered, "I think it's finally done." I looked at us and saw forever captured in the sun. Paint us into forever, don't let this moment fade. Every smile, every heartbeat, every promise that we made. When tomorrow feels much older, when the seasons gently fly, we'll still meet inside this picture, beneath that golden sky. Love has found its favorite home. I held our little miracles, sleeping softly in my arms. You stood close beside us, smiling, wrapping us inside your heart. No expensive frame could measure everything that picture knew. It wasn't simply painted colors, it was every piece of you. One day she'll stand before this painting, grown much taller than today. She'll ask about that quiet sunset and the dreams we chose to make. We'll tell her this was where forever started, where our little world became a home built out of faithful love, not fortune, not fame. Paint us into forever, keep this family in the light. Every season changing softly, every ordinary night. If the colors someday fade away, built together. The last rush rested quietly. The sunset filled the room. I looked at the painting, then looked at you, and realized the most beautiful picture wasn't hanging on the wall. It was standing right beside me. Five little years came like the sunrise, running barefoot through the fields. Paint upon your tiny fingers, wonder in everything you see. You filled our home with endless questions, laughter dancing through the air. Every day became a blessing, every smile another prayer. Then one afternoon beneath the willow, you quietly looked at me. Your little eyes found two old names waiting patiently. Did you love them? You softly asked. I smiled through tears and answered, more than words. You held my hand and gently whispered, then I love them too. Some hearts are never truly strangers. Love can cross the years and bloom in someone new. I told you stories of their kindness, how they laughed beneath the sky, how they filled our lives with courage long before they said goodbye. You listened with your whole heart open, like children somehow always do. Then you smiled with simple certainty. I think they love me too. One day you'll tell these stories to someone holding your hand. Another little heart will learn how love still quietly expands. Because family isn't only people standing in today's sunlight. It's every soul whose endless kindness still helps another life shine bright. Did you love them? Yes, with all my heart, and now through you their love keeps growing. The willow still remembers, the flowers still bloom each spring, and somewhere beyond tomorrow, two beautiful souls are smiling, watching a little girl who learned to love them without ever meeting them. The afternoon breeze moved through the willow branches. You touched the brass plaque with your tiny hand, then looked up and smiled at the sky. And somehow it felt like they smiled.